Oh yeah.
Said I've been up and I've been down.
I've always lived a life fantastic.
Said I've been played and I played around.
I always landed on my feet.
There have been bumps along the way,
but I had to take my chances.
And other times when I so great,
but you were standing there to grace me.
With open arms you would catch me.
If ever I fall,
and with the same arms you would love me.
Whenever I call,
always there to forgive me.
If ever I fall,
standing at the ready to receive me.
Whenever I call,
sometimes the stakes seem so high.
We're going deeper,
and the love felt much lower.
You were afraid, it ain't no secret.
No grace from any man.
Why don't you quit while you can still quit?
And then you say, come take my hand.
That wasn't me, it was something holy.
With open arms you would catch me.
If ever I fall,
and with the same arms you would love me.
Whenever I call,
always there to forgive me.
If ever I fall,
standing at the ready to receive me.
Whenever I
say it again. With open arms you would catch me.
If ever I fall,
and with the same arms you would love me.
Whenever I call,
always there to forgive me.
If ever I fall,
standing at the ready to receive me.
Whenever I call, not gonna worry, not gonna worry.
Oh no, no, no.
Not gonna worry, not gonna worry.
Never gonna worry now, no.
Not gonna worry, not gonna worry.
'Cause you're always there.
Not gonna worry, never gonna worry.
Never gonna worry, no, no, no.
Don't worry about my lifestyle profile, it's just what I was made of. Disappointment or disapproval from the heavens, only thing I'm afraid of. I'm the nuisance child, grew up in the lowest tax bracket percentile with loud. So of course I'm bitter, got recourse for them hecklers who try to modify me. But if you can't control these streets, how can you get me?
With open arms you would catch me.
If ever I fall,
and with the same arms you would love me.
whenever I call,
always there to forgive me.
if ever I fall,
standing at the ready to receive me. TP, come on and sing.
with open arms you would catch me. If ever I fall, and with the same arms you would love me.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Always there to forgive me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Standing at the ready to receive me.
Say it again, say it again, say it again. Oh yeah.
And with the same arms you will love me.
Come on, say it.
Always there to forgive me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Standing at the ready to. If ever I fall, whenever I call,
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me and hear me well. I'm going to test my own self here to just see I can hear. Yeah, it looks like I can hear myself. So you guys should be fine. What up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? It's good to see you. Tonight is going to be one of these sort of laid back nights where I'm just going to talk to you. I may not necessarily be on the screen tonight. We're just going to have a conversation, and then we're going to get out of here. We're going to talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about. But I was a little tired, so I'm just not in the mood to be on the screen. I ran down and made myself something to eat because, I normally am eating when I'm on the go. And I'm really going to have to learn how to like prepare, like, what do they call it? Like food prepare. I don't know if that's the right word. You know how you prepare all your meals ahead of time. But I'm going to have to start doing that a little bit more because I'm getting so sick and tired of eating out. I could not do it today. So I did make me something to eat. Today I made some, as the man said in that other, no, I'm good. Food prep. Thank you. Yours truly. Food prep. No, I had me some spaghetti. The man called it spaghetti. I saw this one video. The guy was upset because his wife or daughter, she made the spaghetti out of squash. And he was like, "Oh, this ain't the right spaghetti." And one of the moderators and I was laughing so hard about that. But anyway, what up, everybody? Thank y'all so very much. Of course, the chat is open to everyone. Sandra, too much. Thank you. CC, good to see you in here. Patsy, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Tarsha Global, thank you so much for joining me. Tasha, understand something. I promise you, I was supposed to get back with everybody like in the last 2 days or so, but I have been so tired and I've been working every night when I leave you guys. And so I've just been tired. I'm just going to be honest. I was supposed to make a very important phone call and I didn't make it today, but I will definitely get it done before the end of the week. So thank you, Tasha. I'll reach out to you soon. Angela Smith, good to see you. Fred Samuel, Uncle Fred, good to see you. Moni No Love, of course, you are my documentary pal. Moni No Love is the one that's always sending me all the good documentaries and stuff. And I found a really good YouTube channel. I might have to tell you guys about it. This guy's really good. I like him because he those of you that don't know, I like to cook and I enjoy cooking. And I found this guy yesterday who like gives you the history of the food. Like I always thought Chef Boyardee's name was Boyardee. That's not even his name. We've been calling this man Chef Boyardee in America forever. That is not his name, which really blew me out of the water when I saw that video yesterday. I was like, oh my God, we've been calling this man by the wrong name. But Moni, I think I put the thing in the chat, the moderator chat yesterday. You guys got to start watching that. Tia, the name of the song is If Ever I Fall. And I believe the name of the artist is Shake Anderson. So that's the name of the artist, and that is the name of the song. Kathy, good to see you. Charity, good to see you. Sheila Sutton, is wonderful to see you. Recash is very good to see you as well. Charity, good to see you. It's called meal planning. You guys are on it. Meal prep. Y'all got me because listen, I'm tired. When I'm tired, the brain ain't working too well today. No, I didn't just wake up. I'm tired. Yours truly. That's all it is. I've just been out. Like last night, I'll tell y'all that story in a minute. Yeah, so you got me, Lynn. Meal prep. Somebody say we call it spaghetti too in Memphis. Okay, because they don't call that where I'm cityfied. We don't call it spaghetti. We call it spaghetti. I'm just saying. Tia Smith, good to see you as well. And somebody says, Reed says, my daughter calls it a pescetti. Okay, I like that name too, a pescetti. Yeah, that is so funny. Meal prepping. So yeah. Lynn say, yeah, he said that stuff was different. He sure did, Lynn. That man was mad about that darn spaghetti. He said, this ain't the right spaghetti. So meal prepping, everybody. Christine Parks, good to see you as well. Daryl Peak, good to see you as well. And Charity as well. Tia Smith as well. I think because a lot of people may not understand. I used to do some of these late at nights, and you would see this particular screen and we would just sort of talk. And I'm probably going to start doing these again. I just told the moderators Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm probably going to come live later on in the evening, like now. And then on Thursday, Well, this is my normal time for Thursday. So pretty much what's just going to end up happening, it looks like, is I'm probably going to start going live every day at around this same time, or a little bit later, honestly, because I have work to do and I have so much other stuff to do. So I have to kind of like, make it a priority to come on and to do so. And it really is. And people have to understand, I don't spend my entire life on YouTube. I have clients and people that, hire me to help them with their social media and, building their YouTube channels and stuff like that. So I'm always working. So even though you don't see me, I am working. Now, if you also know, if you're one of these people who text me in the middle of the night, a lot of you are very surprised that I will respond. And the reason why I will respond a lot of times is because I'm still up and I have not gone to bed. Sometimes I don't go to bed until like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I've been up like all day. And then I'll pop back up around 12 or 1 o'clock my time and, start that whole process all over. And I know Kathy said, I'd rather see your face. Okay, Kathy, I'm sorry. Not today. Okay. Not today, because I'm tired and I'm not about to pull nothing up. I'm not about to put nothing out. I'm just tired. So Kathy, please, just give me this time, Kathy. I'm tired, Kathy. So yeah, but I be working a lot, and so I'm not on YouTube all day every day. You don't see me yet on here 2 times a day, 3 times a day. I can't afford to do that because I have life and I got a job and I got work to do, and those are just what we have to do. But in the meantime, you guys know that I like to keep you guys abreast on all of the topics and all of the stuff that we're working on. Now, I told you guys in my last video that I'm going to do one more epic video on this Manasseh Jordan and, stuff regarding Bishop T.D. Jakes. I'm going to do one more video, but I'm going to take my time and put it together. Thank you, Kathy, for allowing me to not be on the screen. I appreciate it because I am tired. And I even tiptoed over there in another content creator's St. James's chat for just a bit, and I couldn't even stay over there because he was live and I'd already scheduled my live. So I'm like, doggone it, I'm gonna have to go live. But I want you guys to know I am working very hard for you guys. This last video that we're gonna do on this Manasseh Jordan stuff, this is the one that's going to probably be the longest video that I've ever created in YouTube history. This one is going to be very long, and because we're going to put all of those words and all of those statements and everything will be together, and we're going to time stamp it. We're going to tell you where to go to find out all of the information. So everything, if you are a person who does research and who's looking to get the facts of this stuff, we're going to lay it all out for you so that way you will have it. Now, the YouTube streets was hot yesterday, and it was hot yesterday because, of course, one of the content creators that is known in this space, his court case came to an end, and at the end of that, I guess he has to pay something like $50,000 plus court cost and a whole bunch of other stuff. Then everybody went live. I mean, everybody went live. And one of the reasons why, and I need for y'all to know, one of the reasons why I went over to St. James and I've been watching St. James more, because the main reason why I do it is because I feel like, it's not going to get nasty and it won't get guttural and it won't be, slinging mud back and forth. We just say what we have to say, and, it is what it is. And that's one of the reasons why you've seen me in his chat probably a lot more. There's really only 2 content creators where you would normally see me at this particular point in time, because I don't really go over into everybody. I don't go into anybody's chat. And yours truly, that's great. I'm sure I was going to get cussed out. I knew it. It didn't even matter if I said good things or bad things. I was going to get it. And I'm okay with that. I'm good. I don't have any hard feelings towards anybody. I'm good. I've just moved on, and I'm going to do my content, and you guys will be surprised in the next couple of months what's going to come forward and hit this channel. Y'all are going to be shocked. But just know that your support to this channel is not in vain. I appreciate every single thing that you guys are doing, and I am trying to elevate the channel. Not only am I trying to elevate the channel, but I'm also trying to elevate myself and create a space and a place in my life where I'm good. you guys don't realize, because I don't come on here and I don't really talk about everything that's going on in my personal life. But I mean, you guys are not aware that I have had a lot of things to go down in my personal life. From my parents. Many of you who are new to my channel may not be aware. I've lost my youngest brother. My youngest brother passed away. One of my nephews passed away. So I've had a lot of stuff going on in the last year or two, and emotionally, I didn't even realize how much I was affected until I started going to therapy and actually talking about these things, because I had never really been to a therapist. And and I'm not against therapy, and going to talk about these types of things. But it has really helped me, because one of the things that had helped me understand through therapy was a lot of the work that I do and a lot of the stuff that I do for people, you know, a lot of times it's not reciprocated, and I'll just sort of overlook it and just keep loving on the person and keep supporting the person, you know what I mean? And not really thinking about it, just loving on, because they're family. And so you don't look at your family as, you know, what's the word for? You don't think that your family would harm you or try to harm you. And over the years, I have recognized I am a loner. I'm somebody who likes to be by myself. I am most certainly a homebody because I like being in my house. Uh, so I really enjoy, my life. And, sometimes we can have parents, we can have cousins, we can have uncles, we can have all people in our life who we think that they mean us well, but they don't really mean us well. And it's hard for us to understand and come to grips with the fact that the people sometimes that we love the most may not necessarily care for us the way that we deem and think that they do care for us. And, you know, I've just had to come to grips with some stuff. And I'm not kidding. The first time, I talked to the therapist, the thing that got me was the therapist started telling me stuff that I had, because they draw things out of you and ask you certain questions. And I started answering the questions. And as I heard myself answering the questions, like I literally just fell into pieces, because I was like, oh wow, I did go through that. Because sometimes when you go through stuff, you just go through it and you don't be thinking about it. And when I started thinking about it, it brought me to tears. And I was like, okay, Marcella, something's here and you need to deal with this. And when my youngest brother passed away, I had so many unresolved things and things that I wanted to say to him and things that I wanted to communicate with him, and I wasn't able to do that. And that's the first time in my life when I've not been able to do that for a family member, because God has always blessed me to be able to say what I needed to say to my family members before they pass. And so it was really interesting to me that I didn't get that opportunity. And then when my nephew passed, oh my God, that was just like, I mean, oh Lord, I was done. And I've been sort of walking around in a sort of numb stage for a while. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't let any of these content creators get me out of pocket and get me to acting a fool, because I just don't care anymore. I'm going to be totally honest with you. They think I do, but I really don't. I'm being honest. They can cuss me out, call me every name but a child of God. They can say all of the things that they want to say. I just don't pay them any attention. I just don't pay them any attention. And so I try to stay away from that. And, I really do. I really, really, truly do try to stay away from it. Now, somebody sent me a video of, I call him Reverend Click Clack, Timothy Blaine today. I hadn't had a chance to watch the total video. I watched some of it, but I will get back to it. The first part that I heard, I'm dying. I'm cracking up laughing. I'm like, Lord, these people are something else. But Charity, you're right. Grief is debilitating mentally and physically. And after let me just be transparent here. I got to say a lot of stuff, and I need to get some things off my chest, I guess. When Daryl went through all of the stuff that he went through with Dr. Dingleberry and all of these people that are involved, it wore me out. When I tell you it wore me out, it wore me out. And it wore Roxanne out, it wore Daryl out, it wore let me see your transcripts. I think we were all wore out. I'm not really sure about let me see your transcripts, but I'm gonna be honest. But I know the rest of us were worn out because we don't stay up late at night fighting and going back and forth. We don't do that. And Tasha Global says she lost 13 people. My God, from Zion. Lord have mercy. And Daryl talks about the fact that he lost both of his parents. And people thought we were just making that up and we were making excuses as to why we just wanted to go away and stop all of this mess. But Daryl really did lose both of his parents. And it was hard to watch Daryl. Well, I'm just gonna say it. It was hard to watch Daryl cry almost every day. Now these are things that he's not gonna say, but I'm just gonna tell you. And it got to the point to where even today, when he gets emotional, I'll like try to shake him out of it because I'd be like, Daryl, I cannot take another day of that. I cannot do it. And so, it was really hard to just get him and shake him, out of that. And this is just not a good place to be in. If you come in as an adult on the internet and you trying to, have some lighthearted, joking, and mind you, yeah, we were laughing and we were making jokes, but we weren't really I didn't feel like we were being malicious. Maybe some of you might have another opinion about that, but we were just having fun. We weren't thinking, that it was going to create this whole kind of beef and all of that kind of stuff. And when that damn Andrea Garrison girl, when I was finally able to see her for who she was and get rid of her, I was so grateful to God. Y'all just don't know. But then she went on all those other content creators, and then it just became a big old thing. And I just was like, okay, I'm out. I'm done. And I kept telling y'all, if y'all was watching years ago, I said, you know what? I'm not about to go into another year with this mess. And I just got tired. And when Daryl kept having his physical situations and stuff, I was like, okay, this is just not good, and I don't want to be bothered with it. Now, let me tell you something. Hey, Jesus, I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something for real. Telling the truth about Dr. Dingleberry does not mean you maliciously hate him or you don't like him. Now, I've made it very transparently clear that I do not care for the man, but I do not. And I repeat, I do not hate anybody. I don't hate nobody. I just know when people are trying to lie in my face and try to take my intelligence and, pretend like I'm some sort of boo-boo to fool and I'm just supposed to accept whatever they say. No, that is not what I'm going to do. And if somebody is lying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna point it out, and I just don't care. And Odell, I just ain't got there yet. I'm coming around the mountain. Y'all just be patient. I'm gonna get there in a second. But I'm just like, no, you're not gonna play in my face, and you're not gonna tell me one thing and then think I'm just gonna take. It was hard to be honest. And then everybody always saying, well, you guys aren't really friends. Have y'all ever been in the same room together and blah blah? Listen here. I've got people on Facebook that I have met, that I have been friends with now, I don't know, for 14, 15 years. Let me tell you something. When they run into trouble and they need help, they call me, I help them. If I run into trouble and I need them, they help me. I've got some people on this here internet who love me and treat me better than people that call themselves my blood relative. So you all can go around there talking about, we can't, the people on the internet you meet are not your friend. If that's the kind of attitude and that's the kind of, friendships you have, that's on you. That's on you. But I talk to these moderators and I talk to Daryl every single day. There is not a day that goes by that these people are not in my life. Daryl and these moderators know things about me that the majority of people do not know. And you guys who are members here on my channel, y'all gonna soon find out, because I'm gonna start making some membership lives and we're gonna start talking about some things. That's just a fact. But there was something that St. James was talking about yesterday on his platform that I didn't mention that I wanted to say, and I'm gonna say it here. Let me tell you something. At one point, Daryl, we as friends of Daryl and moderators and the people that follow us, We had to tell Daryl, you have already been vindicated. There's nothing more, Daryl, that you need to do, because I felt like Daryl still felt on some level he needed to defend himself. And Tasha Global, this is one of the things that I'm grateful that you said in your first couple of videos, going back and forth with these people. You say, you know what, I'm not going to do that. And I'm giving you credit, Tasha Global, because when I heard your video, it solidified for me the fact that I'm just not doing that anymore. There will be no going back and forth with these people. I will say what I want to say and go on about my business, because I got a whole life and I don't care who likes it or who don't like it, but I'm going to say what I want to say and I'm going to go about my business. But I also have to train myself not to go over there and listen. I'm going to let y'all listen, because y'all know y'all going to listen and y'all going to come back and y'all going to tell me anyway what the heck these people done said. Listen to me. When I tell you I do not watch you, I do not watch these people. The only way that I find out is if somebody comes and sends me a link and says, oh, Marcellus, this is what they say, you should go over here and watch this. Like Timothy Blaine's video. Somebody told me about Timothy Blaine's video today, and I went over there and I've been trying to watch it all day and ain't even got through the thing. Yeah. But, you know, hello, Barbara. Wait, no, what did he say? He said, hello, Shirley, this is Barbara. When he started off the video like that, I said, oh, this is going to be crazy. But, you know, I'm really, really preserving my peace. That is really what we're doing, because I can lay my head down at night and I don't be thinking about what nobody else is saying about me, thinking about me. I really do not care, and I don't care anymore. So you can, whatever you feel like you want to do, you go on and do it. If that's what you build your platform on, and that's how you build your platform, may the Lord bless you and keep you. But as far as I'm concerned, that day is over. I meant what I said about Jives. I don't wish this on nobody. I don't think it's good for nobody to be sitting around having to pay somebody $50,000 when all you had to do was private the videos and shut up. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It's not good for anybody. But I also know it's not good for anybody to be in a Patreon with a person you claiming to be a stock expert, and people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars and losing thousands and thousands of dollars. These emails that I've gotten over here in regards to this situation, and people sharing me how much money they lost in that situation, and then people gonna skate off talking about, oh, well, I got scammed too. No, but you presented the scam artist to a whole group of people. You must be kidding, sir. You don't get to just ride off into the Guyanan sunset over there in Ghana talking about, oh, I'm on to build new jobs and help people. No, you got some people right over here where you took their money and you did certain things to them. One of the cases that I'm looking at, you done took this person's almost their entire savings, the whole thing that the person had. And the person is still trying to recover from this Ponzi. In my opinion, it's a Ponzi scheme. It is really horrible. You get people to buy some stock, you go sell, you get them to drive the price up. They drive the price up. You get to go sell your stock and make money, and then the stock tanks and then they lose all of their money. You must be kidding. And Misha, let me just tell you something. When it comes to church hurt, see, this is the other thing, that I have never been hurt in church. When I talk about these spiritual things, I don't know why people just do not understand that there are some of us who can just simply look in the Bible and say one of these things is not like the other. No one has ever hurt me. With this mouth, you think I'm going to let somebody in church hurt me? The day I met Clarence McClendon, he knew I was somebody who didn't play. Okay? I just want you to understand that. The day I met him, he knew I was somebody who did not play. Because when he walked in the room, I was telling somebody off at the time he walked into the room, because I do not play. I don't care whether I'm in church or the church is chicken. I'm going to handle that ass. And I'm sorry, saints, if you can't take this language, I'm sorry today. Understand something. I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. Okay. I am from the projects. That's what a lot of you don't understand. I'm used to bologna sandwiches. I'm used to peanut butter and jelly and ravioli in the can. You understand what I'm saying? I'm used to government cheese, even though I never liked that powdered milk. Y'all can have that shit every day of the week. You understand what I'm saying? I don't do that. the Lord has blessed me. I've been in places and spaces and I've done very well in my life, but it doesn't mean that I don't, that I try to put myself on a pedestal from other people. I don't. I really do not. People say that kind of stuff, but I have never done that. I have never come on this internet and tried to pretend to be something that I am not. When I tell you guys I'm from the projects, I'm from the projects. My family is, they have, let me just say it this way. Most of my family, how shall I say this before I get myself in any trouble? They are familiar with criminal activity. Let me just say it that way. You are messing with, you don't know who you're messing with. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Because my sister lived on cousin lived on 79th in Vermont in Los Angeles. Okay. And I know about the rolling 60s. I know about all them folk. Trust me when I tell you. Okay. You don't know who you're talking to. And I am very familiar with them and they are very familiar with me. Understand, and that's LA individuals. That's not the folks way back in North Carolina in Winston-Salem, in the Happy Hill Gardens and the Cleveland projects, and all of that. That's where I live. So don't get it twisted. I'm a nice guy, and I try to be nice to people. I love the Lord. I've arisen through the upper echelon of the ecumenical community. I did my work, I served, and now that chapter of life for me is done. Period. I'm over it. And if you want me to prop up your sacred cow and tell you that your bishop or your pastor is the best thing since sliced bread, then you got the wrong guy. Because here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you to get a personal relationship with God for yourself. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that Jesus plus nothing equals everything. I'm going to tell you that most of you are too busy hooked up to the IV of church in order for you to have some type of spiritual nourishment in the first place. And that's just true, Brandon. Church hurt is always used to try to silence people from speaking out. And here's the funny thing, Brandon. Now you got people on the internet trying to tell you that you should support an SAer, a person who goes around and who's twice convicted. You got folks trying to tell you that you're supposed to support people. That doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. It makes no sense to me that these people want to convince you that you're just supposed to support these people no matter what. No, sir. No, ma'am. Hold on. I got to put this thing in my, so my CPUs won't be running so high. Hold on. I got to cool off the computer here. Hold on. I had to stick that. Okay, good. All right. So yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm over these people. And just because we're talking about the lies of Dwayne Youngblood does not necessarily mean that we're sticking up for TD Jakes. Let me be very clear, because somebody in St. James chat yesterday going to sit up and talk about, oh, well, you guys is over there support you. And when the stuff is found out about TD Jakes, y'all gonna stand up for TD Jakes. No, I'm not. That even pissed me off yesterday because I done told y'all a million times. If TD Jakes is found out to be doing anything, of course, I'm going to address it on this channel. Are you kidding me? Because I have my own opinions about TD Jakes, and I've never kept those opinions hidden. But I know one thing: this stupid ass story from Dwayne Youngblood is dumb. And here's something else. I heard that Dr. Dingleberry was over there on another content creator's platform, and he done come out and admit that now everybody's trying to retract their story. Oh, Dwayne Youngblood, he used Larry. Oh, he used Larry, and Larry didn't know what he was doing. And wait a minute, Larry been talking to this man from prison. What the? Are y'all crazy? Are y'all really buying this bull? You cannot be buying this bull. You cannot be buying this bull. You just cannot be buying this. Larry run around for a whole year using Manasseh Jordan until the lead up of this freaking Dwayne Youngblood. Dwayne Youngblood was supposed to be the nail in the coffin and the crescendo. And what ended up happening is the rest of us started using our brain, and we was like, now wait a minute, this just don't make no sense. This don't make any sense. Can y'all do me a favor, please? Hit the like button so I don't have to stop talking. Please do. Uh-oh, somebody call us the Mad Squad. Oh, Lord, please. We got to come up with something else because people going to swear up and down. We got to come up with another name. We're going to have to come up with another name. I don't know about that squad business because listen here. Listen here. Listen here. He thought that that damn Dwayne Youngblood story was going to be the nail in the coffin for TD Jakes. And then when we turned around and said, when we said, wait a minute, that don't make any sense. And Odell, uh, TD Jake still has some co-conspirators that I feel like he's going to be adding to this case. And so just stay tuned to that. That's all I'll say. And I'm gonna tell you this, Odell, my last video on Dwayne Youngblood and Larry Reed and Manasseh Jordan, that's probably gonna be the longest video in history that I've ever done on YouTube, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to show you how this man went around here for a whole year. I'm on time stamp, I'm on dated, so you will know when, where, why, and what was said. And I'm not playing. And I mean what I said. I mean what I said, because see, people is trying to backpedal. And see, this is the one thing that I don't like about Dr. Dingleberry. Dr. Dingleberry likes to run out here and throw these rocks. And then when he gets close to the fire, then he starts hollering about, well, I never said nothing. And I just gave somebody my platform. You gave somebody my platform lie. Now, let me tell you something else why this is on my mind. You know, I don't have any problems with anybody siding and liking whoever they like. You're allowed to like who you like, whatever. But listen here, don't come over here insulting me and trying to insult my intelligence because I have an adverse opinion. I don't care whether you are a person who blows up balloons for a living or you are a person who is in law or law enforcement. Listen to me very carefully. I have a attorney in my family. Listen to me very carefully. Don't get it twisted. This is a family of law enforcement. So just understand something. I have friends who are in law enforcement. Okay, so don't get it twisted. You are talking to someone who understands lines, levels, and limits. Okay, so I'm not going to go there. And there's certain things that I will do and I will not do. You know, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But don't get mad because people have other opinions. Now, I respect the fact that those individuals who were on the panel with me the other day on St. James's channel, I appreciate them being so respectful to me because they obviously, you know, they told me, you know, hey, we like Jives, we love Jives, and they support Jives, but they were nice to me and they were respectful to me. You know, you don't have to agree with a person. You know what I'm saying? But we all remained respectful, and I respected them for supporting Jives and liking him, etc. That's just to me being an adult. You don't have to like me. You understand what I'm saying? To have a cordial conversation. That conversation was completely cordial. We may not necessarily agree. And there are a lot of you, I've seen some of you in these other people's chats, and you make very valid points. And the moment you make a valid point to the person that's talking, then they get all mad and upset. What you mad for? What you mad for? Because somebody just disagrees with what you said? I don't understand. That really gets me. I don't get that at all. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But what Gerald said here, he said that Ninja today tried to say when Old Blood reached out to him, he was out of the country. And I'm like, wow. And now he trying to give both parties advice on this while still pushing the narrative. You know what? That's why I said I cannot do that. I just cannot do it. I just cannot do it. Listen here, I'm too old at this age. I'm over it. I'm really over it. But Dr. Dingleberry's lying. I'm telling you that right now. And I don't give a darn if he don't like it. He is lying through his teeth. And there's not a thing that he can say that he did not push this narrative for over a year. He is lying, you guys. He is lying. He is lying. He is lying. And I'm gonna tell you like this. So the saints, some of y'all, I'm sorry to have to say it like this because I know some of you don't like this type of language. But let me just say this. I'm gonna say this. I don't have shit to prove to nobody who I am, what I have done, where I sit, and what I do. I don't have a MFer on this internet that I have to prove shit to. Understand that. Okay? Get it through your thick head. Get it through your thick skull. Every single thing that you see on this internet that I have created, I have created. Not only that, some of the largest channels on this here internet where individuals have been able to grow their channel to 10 and 20 and 30,000 subscribers. They did it because I helped them personally behind the scenes, help them to grow their channel. When we were building the Church Folk Revolution and we were doing stuff behind the scenes with Church Folk Revolution, there was a lot of stuff that a lot of us were doing to enhance Church Folk Revolution. We didn't get no badge and we didn't get no award for doing that stuff. I help. That is my job. I help content creators create content and create channels that don't even have anything to do with church related matters. There's some, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I get more trouble from Negroes who hire me for stuff than I do white folks. The white folks come over here, pay the money, learn the stuff, go build their channels. Negroes come over here and want me to do everything for them, want me to put everything together for them, and get mad when I tell them no. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you what happened to me last year. Got to tell you this. There was a lady who came over here and who hired me to help her build her YouTube channel. Here's the funny thing. Her YouTube channel was all about plants. Because see, I don't just focus in on this kind of stuff, right? So then I charged the lady, and I'm gonna put it out here. Yes, I am. When the lady asked me to help her build a channel, not only did she want me to help her build her YouTube channel, but she needed a website for her business. She needed photographs taken for her business. She needed all this other stuff. So I charged her $5,000. You heard me, and I did not stutter. I charged her $5,000. Do you guys know this heifer thought all of this stuff was supposed to be built in 30 days? I could not believe it. I was like, so much so to the point, you guys notice that normally on my channel, I would always advertise my service. And in my mind, I was like, you know what? I said, I don't want to fool with no more Negroes. I'll just put these in the spaces where the other folks who buy it and don't give me no trouble, I'll just give it and sell it to them, right? And so I have other clients that I work with who gives me absolutely no trouble. These Negroes, every time well, why you charge so much? You don't say this to the other people out there in the internet space. You only coming over here because I love Jesus and I'm supposed to charge you $2. This is not the church. This is not how we get down in the business world. You need to, if you want my service, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it because I know what I do works. I'm the only person right now in this whole space that has 200 videos up on YouTube and got almost 17,000 subscribers. Okay. I don't even have 300 videos up on this YouTube and got almost 17,000 subscribers. So don't come talking to me like I don't know what I'm doing. These other people is over here arguing every day. I'm just telling you something. They argue every day. They fuss and fight every day and they still stuck at 7 and 2 and 3 and 4,000 and all of this stuff because all they doing is going around fighting with the same people over and over. And I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. That's not what we're going to do. And then they claim to be creating content. That's not content. You sitting up calling me a motherfucker every day and telling me to kiss your ass. That ain't creating content. That's not creating content. And half of the people that's in these bushes right now, every day you going to watch the cataclysmic collision of what they're producing every day. And that's why, and some of you are funding the dysfunction. You sitting up there cash apping the stupid people to keep doing this stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm not sending no more content creators my money. Well, let me be honest. I ain't sent no content creator my money who's over there cussing and fussing all day to the same people. Because after a while, how many times can you cuss the same person out? You done said everything you had to say. I don't have nothing else to say to Jobs. I really don't. I don't have nothing to say to nobody. And I understand that people is over there. They talking every 5 minutes about me. I get it. You go do you. You do you. And hopefully that'll work out for you. But I know one thing, your reputation will be mud in these YouTube streets, just like that other content creator out there. Your content, your reputation is gonna be mud. Just because you sit in a chair all day and you just keep going back and forth with people all day, and people can get a hee and a key off of that stuff. You just think you can't go into the spaces and the places that others of us can go, because that's not the totality of our content. Because we actually do love people and we are actually trying to help victims. Let me tell you something. Dwayne Youngblood, in my opinion, from what I have heard thus far, is no victim. He is no victim at all. There's no person, there's no mature adult that I know who could get up here on the internet and say Dwayne Youngblood is a victim. A victim of what? He is a victim of Larry Reed's stupidity. That's what he's a victim of. He let Larry put a battery in his back and came out here with all of that foolishness. Talking about, oh, the man, he tried to reach over and kiss me and I just died. And that's worth $6 million. And then you get mad at us for pointing it out. And well, wait a minute. Why in the world is folks defending TD Jakes? Listen here. Everybody know I don't care for TD Jakes and most of these preachers. They know that. But I know bull when I hear it. And I know when somebody comes out here to try to galvanize all of us behind a cause that doesn't exist. Negro, you don't have a reason to be out here demanding from somebody no $6 million. And I'm telling you right now, we got to find his victims. So if he goes through and he keeps asking this man for $6 million, we're going to find Dwayne Youngblood's victims and tell them he's about to get $6 million so they can make a demand on him. If he gets a dime from this, it ought to go to take care of his victims. You know what I'm saying? It ought to go to take care of his victims. Are you kidding me? You think that this man's supposed to get $6 million? Get out of here with this foolishness. And moving right along, let me talk about P. Diddy for just a second. You know, here's the thing about America that's just driving me crazy. This is the thing that's with America that's really frustrating me. How in the world are we saying that P. Diddy is guilty of all of this stuff before any evidence has come forth? Let me tell y'all something. I know exactly what this is in America. You know, and I don't have any conspiracy theories. I'm not going to say that they just tearing down P. Diddy because he's a black man. I'm not even going to say that that's the case, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you. In America, you're supposed to be fucking innocent until proven guilty. You're not supposed to be out here saying that a person is guilty. Now they done bought a 13-year-old. Talking about the person was 13-year-old. And this was Jay-Z's case. And apparently they tying this up to him and Diddy together. Talking about, oh, this person was 13 years old and they took a rape kit. My thing is this. If you took a rape kit and when the person was 13 years old, what the hell took you so long to come forward and bring those charges if the person took a rape kit? You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand. Am I slow or something? Y'all tell me in the chat. Did I miss something? Is the person still 13? Because the last I heard, the person wasn't no 13-year-old. The person's not a 13-year-old. So what the hell's going on here in America? I thought we were supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Let this man have his day in court. He got enough baby oil in his system and on his skin that he can slide right into the courtroom and with his lawyer and defend whatever he feels like he needs to defend. But I'm telling you guys now, it is all a pile on, and I'm done with that. And I done told y'all, grown people and mature people, we don't fall for this stuff. We'll let people go through the process like they should go through the process. Oh, give me a break. I am human first demands a lot. And by the way, I am human first. You know, these people saying that you and I are the same person. People come into my chat talking about I need to face it, that I am human first. We both the same person. Now you done came up on my platform talking, right? On when I dropped the link, but the people talking about you and me is the same person. They really said that. I swear to God, they said that. Sandra Too Much said the rape kit got mold on it. Wait a minute, where'd that go? Wait. She said the rape kit got mold on it. Hilarious. You know, these people keep saying about you and me is the same person. I'm so sick of these people, but you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and people are not supposed to be putting you into prison before you actually, you know, go through your process and go through your case. Period, point blank. And I just want to remind everybody to please hit the like button if you have not yet hit the like button. Somebody give me an update on the likes because I'm not looking at them. Oh my God, no. Does that thing say 7? Y'all must be kidding. Wait a minute. What's wrong with y'all today? Come on, saints. Somebody hit the like button. I got almost 400 of y'all up in here and I got 7 likes. Oh my goodness. Let me stop talking. Somebody hit the like button, please. please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. What y'all trying to do to me today? You almost give me a heart attack. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know y'all didn't do me like this today. Come on, man. Don't do me like this. Okay, I got 124. Keep going, y'all. Good God of mercy. Oh my God. I looked over that thing on my screen, say 7. Oh, 7. Okay, somebody said 111. Okay, some of you see 100. See, that's the funny thing. Y'all all seeing different numbers. Somebody said 116. Somebody said 110 and 111. That's the thing that be tripping me out with YouTube too. And by the way, for those of you that are supporting the channel, please make sure you do so. Remember, we asked everybody this month for $12, if you can. Somebody said 333 on my end. Yeah, what is that? That is watching, but that's not the totality of people, just so you know. Because I'm actually streaming on multiple platforms. So yeah. As a matter of fact, I've been trying to figure out I'm going to stream eventually on TikTok as well. That's coming down the pipe. So we're going to do that as well. If you guys haven't subscribed to my TikTok, I recommend you do that, because I try to come every other day or every day with a 10-minute video where I'm just sort of driving in the car talking about something. So you guys might want to go over there, because that'll give you a little difference of an opinion on my personality, and you get to see some behind the scenes stuff. And eventually you guys are going to see me cooking, because a lot of my cooking videos I'm going to make private for the members only, because that's another thing I like to do too. If y'all didn't know that, I enjoy cooking. So yeah. So I appreciate you guys doing that and just hitting the like button. But anyway, yeah, it just amazes me, all the stuff that you have to go through in order to create content. And I realized that and Tasha Global, I realized in the beginning, I created some of the madness for myself. And so in order for me to get out of the madness, I have to completely step away from the madness. And that's what and you coming on, and I'm saying this for you too, and for any new content creator that really wants to create content and don't want to be going back and forth and arguing and cussing folks out every day and calling people names and stuff. Just focus on the content that you create. Y'all know what I do over here on this channel. We focus on Jesus plus nothing equals everything. We highlight pimp preachers and preachers who are out here taking advantage of people. And this is what we do on this channel. We don't support people who commit SA. We don't do that on no level. We expose it over here, and we talk to people, and we teach you the signs and the signals so that you can protect your children and protect your family and protect your wives. You understand? And protect your husbands for that matter, because everybody around in these church streets seem like they can get taken advantage of if they're not careful. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can do that. What's up, Sharon? And I see you up in here. I hope I said your name right, by the way. But yeah, I mean, that's what we do over here. And yes, we do love on people. And I'm not getting into the mess. And I'm sorry. If you think I'm going to get into the mess, save yourself now and jump overboard, because those days are over. And I mean it. I'm not doing it anymore. Now, if I have to say what I have to say to clear something up, I will clear it up and move on. But that's not what we're doing. We talk about your raggedy pastor over here. That's what we talk about. And there's a pastor I need to address probably tomorrow. I don't know what is wrong with these people. Maybe they don't know what time they're in. You getting online telling people that they need to submit to you and submit to your authority and all of this stuff. Oh my God, no. Listen, I understand being a person in authority and under authority. I understand that in order to move something forward, you cannot have two heads on anything. Anything that has two heads is a monster. It is out of place, out of line. There needs to be one head on something, okay, in order to move something forward. But see, here's what the church doesn't teach, and the church doesn't help people to understand. If you the pinky's toe, you still have a part to play, and the pinky toe is just as significant as the rest of the toes. And if you don't believe that, go bump your pinky toe on something tonight and let that damn toe swell up on you and see, don't you get a revelation that the pinky toe is just as important as the rest of them toes. Oh, I guarantee you, anybody in the chat ever hit that pinky toe, it'll send your sha-na-na-na all through the roof. I guarantee you that. You will get a revelation. Honda ba shy. You hit that pinky toe and don't think you won't get no revelation. I guarantee you will. You will get a straight up revelation. But I'm not doing it. And that's another thing about, when it comes to some of these other content creators who know some of the people surrounding the stuff that we talk about, those content creators need to stay clear of this stuff. And just because we talk about something that is trending does not mean we hate the person. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with y'all? Lord help me, I'm sorry. But what is wrong with y'all? Just because I talk about somebody doesn't mean I hate them. I can talk about a person without hating, but you can tell whether or not a person is willfully going after other people and saying some of the most salacious, mean, and evil and hateful things about them, all while raising cash apps. You understand what I'm saying? You can see who's doing whatever. You can see it. And if you're inclined to fund that, then okay, that's on you. But I'm inclined to stay in my zone and in my lane and do what I do. And I'm not going to apologize for it. And I don't care who don't like it. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And there's some things that some content creators do that I don't agree with, but I'm not going to come out in public and just be lambasting them. If they're respectful enough, I'll share it with them, be like, hey, why you do this and why you do this, and they'll tell me if they want to, and if they don't, they don't. But this is what I do for a living. I help content creators build platforms. That's why when Dr. Dingleberry said that stupid shit about me, talking about I needed him in order to build my platform, that shit was dumb. And then when he couldn't use that no more, and I came out here and built this platform took off, had over 15,000 subscribers. That was 2 years ago. Y'all don't realize 2 years ago, I had built this thing to over 15,000 subscribers. When I took the 2-year break, I lost like almost 4,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers. That's because I wasn't creating content. Then I came back, and the next thing you know, bam, here go to subscribers again, because I'd already built a following. I'd already built people in my previous work. And there are a lot of you that are in this chat. Y'all know me from the Church Folk Revolution days. So it had nothing to do with Larry. It had nothing to do with these other people. And yes, I have started and stopped 1 million channels. I sure have. And what does that mean? Does mean absolutely nothing. Doesn't mean absolutely anything. I don't have to tell anybody any lies. I'm just telling you the truth, because I can expose myself. You will never expose me. Yeah, that's robust growth. Robust, absolutely robust. Y'all know why he's saying that, right? Because if y'all missed my other live the other day, I told the story why they keep saying robust every time I say some old jive turkeys. Whatever, Daryl. Yeah, well, I try to go over there. I'll be honest, I only watch 2 people in that whole sector. I'm gonna be honest. And sometimes they be talking about people I don't even know who they be talking about, but I be laughing. And that's Reverend Click Clack, Timothy Blaine, because everybody like old Timothy Blaine, because Timothy Blaine is hilarious. And then I watch Fi Babe. No, some of y'all don't like Fi Babe, but I like Fi Babe because Fi Babe is funny. I don't care what y'all say. Fi Babe is hilarious. She is hilarious. One day I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, and hopefully this don't create no fight for me with nobody. I was listening to Fi Babe about 2 years ago, and Fi Babe kept talking about this girl. She kept calling her Burger Brie. And so literally the woman talked about the lady so much. I thought the lady's real name was Burger Brie. I swear to God, God is my living solemn witness. I went to Google looking for the woman and then typed in the Google chat Burger Brie. Roxanne made so much fun of me. I said, well, Roxanne, I don't know her name. She keeps calling her Burger Brie. I'm like, and what made it so funny, when I typed in Burger Brie, it actually came up. I was like, Google is undefeated. Google is undefeated. I typed in Burger Brie, and it actually brought me to the person I was floored. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, that is hilarious. But I literally did that. I typed in Burger Brie because I didn't even know who the woman was talking about. And I was like, who is Burger Brie? And I went over there, Lord, I say that darn Fi Babe is a mess. Tasha says, my observation is those who start these fake beefs for views do not have jobs outside of YouTube or a viable career or business. They are nothing. They have nothing to lose beefing, being dark and negative. You are absolutely right. Now, Tasha Global, just for a second, let's talk about the darkness of it. Let me talk about the darkness of it. When you're doing this beef and stuff every day, it eats away at your soul. Listen to me carefully at what I'm telling you. When I tell you some of them people is soulless, they are soulless. Hey, Juice Radio, good to see you. They're soulless, Tasha. And one of the reasons why I had to stop doing it is because it was eating away at my soul. My soul is my mind, my will, my emotions. When you sitting up arguing with people every day and your emotions is all out of whack, and I mean, you seriously just going back and forth with people, your emotions is just, it's a mess. That's why Daryl was a mess. He was a mess. And I was like, you know what? This ain't gonna work. This is just not gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right. Oh, well, amen. Bless God. Amen. Amen. Ain't no lie to it. That's right. I enjoy it. Yes, yes, yes. Moving right along. But I agree. The darkness of it, Tasha Global, is what was killing me. I can't do it. I really just cannot do it. It's not in my spirit to do it. And believe it or not, if you can't tell, it's not even in my spirit to be mad with people for long periods of time. I thought I had gotten to a place where I could speak about jives without being angry or being mad. And so I just said what I said. I had no idea I was going to get that kind of pushback. And when I got that kind of pushback, I was like, oh, okay, well, if it's like that, then nigga, all right, then I'm fine. I'm cool on you. You cool on me. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And like I said, I ain't going to never speak to you no more in life anyway. So what difference does it make? So you do you, I'm gonna do me. But I know one thing, if you would have had some friends around you and some people who really loved and cared about you, you wouldn't have to pay no $50,000. And let's be clear, it's going to be way more than $50,000. It's going to be more. And it's sad. It is not a good thing. And celebrating is I don't understand it. Y'all got me to, man, no. You know how much shopping I can do with $50,000? Let me tell you right now, I have a need right now. I was supposed to take care of a bill last month. To real talk, this bill is going to free me up to make more content because I don't have to work as much on doing the other stuff that I'm doing. Once I clear this one bill out, oh, you guys think I produce content. You just wait till you see what's coming in y'all direction. And I'm trying to clear it up on what, Christmas Eve, 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve. That's my last payment that I'm supposed to make. So, and if anybody wants to be a blessing, make sure you hit the Cash App, because if I get it done by the 23rd of the month, I'm done. It's paid off, and I ain't got to worry about it, and I get to do what I need to do for my content, and I can create more content. Now, I'm not coming on here twice a day. I don't have that kind of time, but I will be on probably every single day. That's for sure. I definitely will be back every single day like we were when we were in COVID. But it gives me time to free up and work on those other videos that, that I don't have to go live with. Those are the ones that y'all need to see. All of the preachers that have been arrested that I don't talk to you guys about anymore, because y'all remember I used to tell you about all the preachers that were arrested. Well, in order for me to do that, I need for you guys to support the channel. That's why you haven't seen any of those videos as of late, because that stuff takes time to produce. It really does. And shout out to Dawson Speaks, by the way, for supporting my channel and continuing to support me, because Dawson, that's my brother from another mother, and he understands the work that I have done over the years, and we have a mutual respect for one another. Shout out to Dawson Speaks, because that's my brother from another mother, if y'all didn't know that. All right. Somebody said, MCD Central in Cali, can you go grab the former cross-dressing overweight gorilla back in his cage so we don't have to see it? Oh, Lord have mercy, Gerald. Why did I read that out loud? Gerald, behave yourself, Gerald. Why did I read that out loud? Gerald, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Gerald. No more, Gerald. No more. I'm not reading no more of your comments, Gerald. If you keep that up, because I did not know that's what you were going to say. Moving right along. What did Daryl say? I'm at peace watching the. Yeah, me too, Daryl. I really am. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. We're watching it from the bleachers. Oh, yes, we are. Bless God. Hallelujah. Tasha says, that's why I ignore them. I can't hate a stranger on YouTube I don't know in my real life. God bless. My heart is not set up like that. Well, me neither, Tasha. I'll be honest. Yeah, and they can't blame it on me. You know what's so funny though, Daryl? They steady trying to drag us into this mess. But I'm not even playing that game. And Jai, you right. I was shocked till I drop. You darn right. Oh my God. I used to be a really I used to wear a lot of Diddy's clothes, Sean John back in the day. Sean John makes some really nice stuff for guys, but you know, I don't think that'll go over too well in the next couple of years. But I do think that's another reason why they're doing the thing the way that they're doing. I think they're just trying to ruin the man. In the words of Daryl Moore, no. And it was what's so funny. Let me pause for just a minute. To watch Timothy Blaine talk about Larry the way that he talks about Larry now is amazing to us, because in the beginning, Timothy, he used to defend Larry till he couldn't defend Larry no more, and now he done been hit with the revelation, and now once Timothy Blaine get on that tail, he is on you and he is on Larry, because he like, nah, Larry, I'm listen, he is on Larry. He is on Larry. It says he may have a friend, but his overinflated ego supersedes anybody's better logic. Yeah, and some of these people on this internet thing. Let me tell y'all something. If you're in this church sector, or what they call it, the church sector, let me tell you something. We are a very small microcosm. We all think we really famous or something. I don't know, maybe because I sure don't feel like I am. Let me tell y'all something. You're not famous. Don't nobody know who you are except for the church folk that's coming on this here internet listening to you. You not what you think you are. Don't nobody know you. And that's why when somebody run into me or that do know me, it blows me out of the water. And the people that know me, I was shocked because they were white. I said, what? They said, yeah, we watched your channel. I was like, what? I was blown away by those people. And the people that come in my chat, and shout out to all of the white folks that watch the Mad Church Disease channel. Y'all know I love you. And y'all know I know y'all be in the bushes because y'all be scared to say stuff because you know how some of these folks can be in this chat. But shout out to all the white folks that watch me. And I know y'all out there and y'all know how I am. And I love and appreciate y'all as well. So y'all know what it is. So let me say, what do you say here, Tasha? Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I ain't trying to give nobody $50,000. I listen here, Sheridan. I ain't even trying to give you 50,000 jelly beans. Okay, not even jelly beans. Anybody know me? Jelly beans is like one of my favorite candies. Listen here, I ain't giving you my 50,000 jelly beans. Listen here, my jelly beans mean more to me for you to be giving up 50,000 jelly beans. I ain't giving you 50,000 jelly beans. You ain't even getting my jelly beans. I swear to God, you ain't getting my jelly beans. Oh man, and I like gourmet jelly beans too. You better yeah, right. Okay, keep it up. Not so. Yeah, not so. You ain't getting my money. And that is the truth. That is absolutely the truth. And no, you got some people that just go into that thing where they're doing. Listen, if I do investigatorial work and I prove my case and I line out my evidence, don't get mad at me because I'm lining up my evidence and I'm proving my case. Because the whole thing here is you guys, when you guys come over here, you're not just talking to me. But see, Gerald, I didn't even know you're a Leo. Speaking of Leo, let's talk about this for just a second, Gerald, because I know that's the Leo, because I'm a Leo too. Guess what? Jives is a Leo too. Get this. My thinking with him is this. He's becoming an older man. He has to want to do something else. And I feel like in my heart of hearts, that young man wants to do something else. But I believe he's been doing the same thing for so long. I don't know if he just don't know how to transition out or he don't know what to do. But that's why you need good friends around you and people who can tell you, look here, do something else. Do something else. If the people follow you, they follow you. If they don't follow you, they don't follow you. But do something else, because I'm sick of that. I'm sick of it. I ain't no Now on Friday nights when Daryl and I are cutting up, you get what you get. I'm telling you that. And that's the Friday nights is my no holes cut back time. That's for me to drink my wine from Spain and have a good time. That's what it is. Daryl is crazy. I gotta put this up because Daryl is crazy. Daryl is crazy. Oh my God. Oh, look, I got to be careful what I put up on this screen. Wait a minute. I got to read y'all comments before I even put them up. Oh, Lord. I don't even know who this is, Erica. I ain't even going to lie. Just watch how Mr. Breadbasket turns on his latest friend. And oh, yeah. Now that I read it. Oh, yeah. Oh, listen, Erica. I told Daryl maybe about 6 months to a year ago. I said, you know what? You can't trust any of them. You can't trust any of them. None of them have any integrity because they're going to turn on each other like a pack of wild dogs eventually. And me and Daryl have sat around and we have watched it. We literally sit around and we be like, okay, this week who gonna turn on one another? It happens. It literally happens. And we have watched it happen. And we talk about it all the time. Daryl and the moderators and I, we all talk about it as well. You know what I'm saying? The thing about Leos is Leos like to entertain, but sometimes Leos have to understand you don't need to be the entertainment for everybody. Sometimes you need to take your behind in the corner, sit down and shut up. Sometimes you just need to be quiet. Some things you don't need to address. And sometimes you don't need to be trying to prove yourself right. And I was telling the moderators this yesterday. Let me tell you something about Leo. My mama, sometimes used to blame me for stuff as a kid that I would not have done. I would cry, literally cry, and go off and talk crazy and end up getting my ass beat. And I would take the ass whooping and tell my mama, you know, you can go ahead on and whoop me, but I'm telling you, I didn't do what you're trying to tell me I did. And I'm going to take this ass whooping telling you I didn't do what you're telling me that I did, because I know what I do and I know what I didn't do. And then my mother eventually got it. And she was like, well, I guess he didn't do it, you know, because, you know, at one point my mama had to learn my personality. If you lie on me, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the ends of the earth to prove that you're lying. And that was part of my problem with Dr. Dingleberry, because I got a whole hard drive over here. And when I confronted him on that other individual's platform, that day something clicked in me to say, you know what, Marcellus, the kind of person this guy is, he's never going to admit when he's wrong. He's always going to blame somebody else. And that brings us back to Dwayne Youngblood. Do you all see what's happening? Now he's blaming Dwayne Youngblood. Oh, he lied to me. Oh, he tricked me. He's never going to take responsibility for what he has done in this entire matter. He's always going to blame someone else. Why? Because he is a narcissist. He is a narcissistic asshole, and he is never going to take responsibility for the stuff that he has created. He will never do it. He will never do it. He will never take responsibility for bringing that man on his platform and trying to fool all of us into accepting an essayer as somebody who was a purveyor of truth, who was speaking about TD Jakes. Now, y'all can sit here and go down, he's America's preacher and all that other crap. Listen, that's neither here nor there with me. The fact of the matter is, this man came forward with some bull jive, and they thought they were going to lock TD Jakes into a $6 million payment, and TD Jakes stepped on the gas. Now, let me give you guys this other thing. What happens if TD Jakes continues to put his metal to the pedal and say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see this all the way through, because here's what they're counting on. They're counting on TD Jakes to get embarrassed and not want certain things to be said about him out in the public or in a public record. You listen to me. If you're innocent, you're innocent. Press on the gas, because let me tell you something for all of you that are listening, especially if there's any legal entities listening to this. When you press on the gas with this, you're going to not only expose Youngblood, but you're going to expose every single person that was around Youngblood that was trying to perpetrate this foolishness. Press on the gas, TD Jakes. Press on this gas. And I'm going to tell you what you told us way back in the day, because the spell is broken. The spell been broke. The spell been broken. So we're not under these people's spell. We're not. I'm just saying, we're not crazy. The spell is broken. And listen, I am who I am by the grace of God. The only thing that scares you guys about me is that the fact that I'll say what it is, because listen, I don't have I'm not trying to impress y'all or make y'all think I'm some sort of super spiritual person. I am a spiritual man. And I think a lot of women need to understand that. You know, a lot of women, especially in the church world, you expecting a man to be, I don't know what some of y'all are expecting us to be. We're just as complex as you all are. I love the Lord and I know how to submit to authority, but I'm not giving not nan nigga authority over my wife, my children, and my stuff. I am the head of anything that God gets to submit unto me and that the Lord provides to me. I'm not going to submit my wife to the pastor and her and I are going to be subject to whatever this nigga said. Y'all out y'all mind. That is not how God orchestrated. God said him, husband, wife, as far as structure of the home and the scripture and how we see it, that's how he did it. Now that's a patriarchal way of looking at it, and I get it, but we are submitted to each other, and marriage is ministry, and it's not necessarily, I don't know why I'm going down this road. I don't know who I'm talking to because I had no plans on talking about this, but you know, we have to be submitted to each other. And I think sometimes black women are expecting, I don't know, this just been my experience. I don't know what y'all expecting from us. Like what you want me to do? You just want me to surrender my life to these slick-haired, shiny-toothed Negroes, and I'm just supposed to fall under line to whatever these crispy fried chicken Negroes are saying? No. If you want a man, you want a man. And I ain't no man gonna submit his whole life to some other dude. What's wrong with y'all? Are y'all crazy? Y'all crazy? And I don't have no problem submitting and working and respecting the pastor as long as he respect me and he respect my family and everything. I have no problem with that. But what some of y'all do is y'all go there and submit your whole life to these preachers, and then you get mad when a man peeks up his head and say, "Hey, babe, that ain't cool." Well, he just said ain't cool, and we're not going in that direction. And you need to understand, we're not doing that. We're not supporting that. We're gonna keep our money. And see, some of you so because the pastor said it, you think you just supposed to fall in line with whatever he say. And when your husband tell you something, you bucking and shucking. Now you will serve water to the preacher and won't serve a piece of chicken to your husband, and then you get mad when you get mistreated. Oh, okay. Keep that going. Keep that thought going. And the only reason why I have these types of conversations is because I want to understand I'm a real nigga. And I'm trying to tell you, ain't nobody gonna be doing that. I'm just saying. I am a real nigga, and ain't nobody gonna be doing that. I love the pastor. Thank God for First Lady and all of that. But no, we're not submitting our children, our life to this bullshit. Nah, nope. We're gonna study the scripture. We're gonna read what it says. We're gonna understand what it says, but we're not playing this game. And see, this is the kind of stuff that needs to be talked about in the institutional church. Why do you think that the majority? Because I would have never thought that I would be this age and not be in the institution. I spent my entire life in the institution. Now I look at the institution, I cannot believe what I see. And then you all think that we're supposed to submit our lives and our children and our family to this shit? Are you crazy? And all my pastor friends will, well, Marcellus, you know, not all of us are like that. Yes, I realize that, but the niggas who not like that, y'all not speaking up. And you all are the ones who are not calling out all of the bull. And then when I call it out, you say I'm rebellious and I'm a reprobate and I'm full of the devil. No, I'm just calling it as I see it. You must be crazy. I am a grown man. I'm just a grown man who's not afraid to tell you what my life is and be out here so that everybody, you guys can judge me, because I know you're going to judge me. That's what the internet is full of, judges. Judges and jury. Judges and the jury. And I get it. And I totally understand. But nah, y'all got me twisted. I love the Lord. And I better get in, I better code switch again so y'all can understand. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So moving forward, let me continue to read these comments. Wait a minute, because that might be a little too ethnic for some of y'all. They had the lawsuit halfway typed up because they were waiting on Dingleberry to slip up and say or do just the right thing to get himself entangled in the lawsuit. You might be right. I'm expecting that any day now. I'm gonna be honest with you. And if yes, rah, said the lion. You dang on right. Rah, said the lion. And a lion will never be a lamb. I'm sorry. It's funny. Now, I'm directing this towards yours truly. The rest of y'all close y'all ears for just a minute. Yours truly. Why do y'all want a lion in the bed, but what you want me to be You want me to be a lion in the bed, but you want me to be a lamb everywhere else? No, a lion is a lion. And if you stupid enough to cross a lion, like some of my favorite Animal Planet videos is when these animals just go walking by the lion like the lion's not a lion. And even the lion be shocked sometimes. He be looking like, can they see me? The lion be like, can they see me? And the lion just gets all up and mauls the hell out of them. And I be cracking up like, what is this animal doing? They just so oblivious to the fact that they dealing with a certain type of person. And ain't no real man gonna sit around and let no other man dictate what goes on in his household, how he spends his money, what his wife. You are at church every 5 minutes. No, I need you to stay home. And how many church women are subject to their husband when their husband go, you know what? Tonight we not going nowhere. Tonight we staying home, and we gonna sit on this couch. I'm gonna rub your feet. We gonna do what we do, and we ain't going nowhere. Yeah, okay, we out. And now that's the new thing. Everybody complaining because everybody's having church online now. So the new thing is there are all the preachers getting up talking about you lazy because you don't want to go into deal with all that parking and deal with all that other stuff. Church is not what it has been. It's not what it was, and it will never go into the future like it was. I'm sorry, and I've been telling y'all that for years. It is what it is, and they better pay attention to their market, and they better start catering to their market because they do not know what's going on. And let me tell you, that is the word of the Lord. That is the word of the Lord. That is the word of the Lord, and I have no idea why I'm saying all of this stuff today, but I'm just saying. He said, Lynn, I thought I did nice on that one. I did nice on that one because they know I can go. I can go because I'm serious when it comes to that. No, you're not going to be making me and my whole family submit to a whole bunch of bull stuff. And that's just the bottom line. And my family knows that when I step into a room, oh, no. I've shut many of preachers down who my family was, starting to fall around, and I'm listening to them with some old bull job. And I walk into a room and be like, oh no, my family's not doing that. Oh, no. Because see, a lot of times they get you with that emotionalism, and a lot of people, men and women, I won't even say it's just the women. A lot of people just get all emotional and stuff, and you let you be led by your emotions. No. The Bible says we have to love the Lord with our heart, soul, and our mind. When you can't even serve God without your mind. You got to use your mind to serve God. Think about that for a minute. You got to use your mind to serve God. If you don't use your mind to serve God, the scripture says you're not even fulfilling that entire process, because you can't serve God without using your mind. And that's what I be saying when it comes to these situations out here on this internet. Just use your mind. We don't have to agree, but just use your mind. And don't tell me I'm crazy when I'm trying to tell you something. Maybe you never thought about it that way. Maybe you never seen it that way. Because the first time you start telling church folks something that they unfamiliar with, the first thing they start accusing you of is being a heretic and being full of the devil. No. How is Marcus Rogers? Oh God, I'm gonna get in trouble so much. Oh. I heard Vincent yesterday talking about Marcus Rogers. How's Marcus Rogers even on the internet still talking about people? He should be the most humble person in the world. Didn't you cheat on your wife, sir, and have to get a divorce? Didn't you cheat on your wife? So you're in no moral position to be running around here trying to tell everybody morally what they're supposed to be doing. And what about all your discernment? Your discernment got you to cheating. That's what your discernment led you to do. And these people kill me with all this discernment. You got all this discernment, and you couldn't see that Dwayne Youngblood's story was full of malarkey. And you can't see that Larry is a grifter. He's a grifter. Every couple of months, he got a new grift. The new grift is now he on his way to create jobs. How you going to create a job and you ain't never had one? That's the first thing. And the second thing is you do not possess the intellectual capacity to understand what it takes in order to produce jobs in an underdeveloped place. Because Ghana in some places is not as developed. That's why you're going over there to do your grift, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion, and it is what it is. Understand something. There are some of us who work with municipalities and other, government entities who understand what it takes to formulate cities and create jobs and things of that nature. It goes just beyond you going and setting up an ice cream shop. You understand what I'm saying? It has to have sustainability. It has to have an ecosystem around it to sustain the business that you're creating. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying, you have to go to those places and see what type of planning that they've already got. You understand what I'm saying? Larry is nothing more, in my opinion, than a grifter. He changes the grift. First, y'all remember he got y'all raising money for Lady Brown when they was kicking her out of the house, and he saw them folk over there giving money to that, and then he realized, oh, I got a little bit of audience, and they'll give me some money. Then it went from one grift to the other grift, and then to another grift, and here we go now with the other grift. And then when he got sued, he had them raising all of that money for him so he could think about it. If he was so rich, why did he have to come to everybody to ask everybody to raise money for him? And then he got into that Patreon. And then when he saw he could make money with the Patreon, then he was like, oh, okay, I'll just do the Patreon. And then he got his levels on Patreon, and then he got folks paying him in the Patreon. It's a grift. The man ain't never bought nothing. And I'm gonna tell you another way that you should understand that. When he showed them people his closet, and he ain't had nothing but them few clothes laying up in that closet, and then he ended up losing all that weight. Talking about he had to sell the clothes. Well, Negro, if you rich, just get the clothes away. Why you gotta sell the clothes? Give them away, because you rich. But that's the new thing on the internet, because people is able to raise cash apps because they were able to raise cash apps. Now everybody rich. No. I got bills over here. I got stuff that need to be paid. And I appreciate every single person that helps me over here on this here internet. And one of the things that I can't stand to do is to stop my show and ask sometimes for help. But I got one major thing that once I get it done, taken care of before the end of this year is out, it's going to shift my whole life and put me in a whole different position where I can do a lot more stuff. That's why I'm asking everybody to sow $12 to support this program this month. And then next in January, we're on a whole different plane. And I'm trying to get it done before the end of this month. Oh, yes, we are. And I know many of you are supporting and you're helping, and I appreciate that. But I mean, it's just a mess. And he had the nerve to get mad, I was told, because I didn't watch him. He was over somebody's platform complaining, talking about, oh, they didn't even watch my Ghana video. Y'all ain't even watching the video. Why y'all didn't support? Because if you look at it, sometimes, he doesn't get the kind of viewership that y'all think he do. Because from what I know and how I do YouTube, I know about people when they buy views. I can teach y'all and show y'all how y'all can tell if a person is buying views versus a person who's not buying views. And I know what they're doing. I know exactly what they're doing, because I teach people on the internet what to do and what not to do. So I know about going to all of them services and doing all of that stuff. I know about all that stuff, but I just don't do it because I authentically build my channel. If I wanted to go buy some views and go buy subscribers, I could. Guess what? You're going to screw up your channel when you do it, because eventually it's going to come back to haunt you. That's why you can have 18,000 subscribers and only get 632 views on a video. Think about it. If your subscribers and your views don't match, ladies and gentlemen, think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. When you go into some of these people's channel, you got 100,000 subscribers and you getting the same views that somebody that's got 15,000 subscribers is getting. Think about it. I could prove it every day, all day. I could take you to channel after channel and show you which videos they purchase views on, and because I know the system and I know how to do this. I've been doing this a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I just came back don't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. I help content creators, and the majority of people I help are white. I'm gonna keep it 100 because the white people don't give me no problems. The white people don't never bother me. They just pay the money, learn the stuff, and go build their channels. Thank you, Lord. I'm just saying. The white folks don't never give me no trouble. I'm just saying. Tasha Global, what'd you say? And they just updated their stance against the LGBT law. They are against it in Ghana. Oh, let me tell you something, Tasha Global. I told my moderators, I said, the moment them people find out what's going on over there, when they playing hide the salami, them people over there might take care of him. We might not never see him again. Oh, let me tell you something. They might take care of him. And I don't wish bad on nobody, but I'm like, you better quit running over here all these foreign places and thinking that you and your boy toys are going to be able to do what they do. It's not going to work. It's not gonna work. School. I know he ain't talking about he opening Sheridan. Now let me tell you something. Now see, Daryl, I think we were talking about this today. Sheridan, you might have been around Dr. Dingleberry around this time. I don't know. Maybe y'all might know him at that time. When Larry was over there in North Carolina, he was talking about he set up some school, or he was trying to set up some school, set this entity up. He had 50 teachers and 12 students on the legal documented paperwork that Daryl probably still has to this day, that we showed these people about 2-3 years ago. Larry set up that school and had 50 teachers and 12 students. How the hell do you have 50 teachers and 12 students? And so that's the new grift. He over there talking about he opening up a school. Oh my God. I had no idea. Well, maybe we need to send him that paperwork of the 50 teachers and the 12 students what he tried here in America. Ain't that some stuff? I had not even heard that. Now that is some stuff right there. Lord help me, Jesus. Okay, moving right along, because I'll stay on that too long. Now y'all know that ain't nothing but a grill. And if y'all stop it, y'all, I promise y'all, if they stop that stuff and stop giving over there, you'll see him crying. Absolutely. It needs procedures, policies, protocol, and most of these people cannot speak in a complete sentence. You over there with slush mouth sounding like Sucker and Succotash, like Elmer Fudd, and we supposed to listen to you. And some of these people over there, oh my God, no, Marcellus, don't you say it. Go on, Marcellus, go on. Read the comments, Marcellus. People need jobs here. They're not thinking about jobs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's a grift. It's an absolute grift. Yeah, I mean, and some people say, yeah, I think so. We'll call him the Dr. Umar of YouTube, of the church sector. Yeah, I mean, really, because the man at one time used to say that his YouTube channel was the entertainment leg of his church. He literally came out here on the internet and said that. The man said that his YouTube channel was the entertainment arm of his church and got mad when we called him out on it. Dude, how many churches do you know, ladies and gentlemen? This is just a question. How many churches do you guys know that put porn in the hymnals? How many churches y'all know put porn in the hymnals? I'm just asking a question. How many of you all know churches that put porn in the hymnals? Because he over there with a Patreon full of smackums, just smackums, yams being smackums. And if it's not, some lady told me in my chat one time, she said she was over there watching a man, stretch the monkey. She was like, oh yeah, he was beating the monkey. I said, you kidding? I said, well, that's how he started the platform. And then he turned around to me, oh, I'm moving away from all of that kind of stuff. How you moving away from it? And you give us Dwayne Youngblood on a silver platter. I'm just saying, Dwayne Youngblood, honestly, they could have went on the Gong Show with this story, literally, and we would have hit that damn gong so fast. Burning ring, ring, ling, ling, ling. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nearer my God to thee, and you pick up your hymnal and something fall out of it. You're like, oh Lord, you look, you in the sanctuary trying to keep your mind on Jesus, and here comes somebody trying to hand you some of this stuff. I'm just saying. Wait a minute, Lynn. Go Lynn, and you know how much we be over here with our hymnals. Now you know darn well, but that's Larry. And then people try to convince us that that's not him. Okay. Moving right along. Let me talk to y'all a little bit so I got one more thing. Ivy and Bridget Hilliard. Let me pull the information real quick. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta go back. Yeah. And then here come Dr. Dingleberry talking about Dwayne's victim has reached out to him to appear on his platform, but Larry said that he don't want to do it yet just because of it would hurt Dwayne's case. Why are you trying to support Dwayne's case? You should be equal. Charity, I was on KJLH in Los Angeles the night that Tukey Williams, I believe it was Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger decided to kill him. I went on Love in the Spirit with Kevin Nash because I know people like to think I just started doing this stuff. No, I've been on the radio in several different markets, okay? And they would call me and invite me up to speak. So, people thinking they the best, of whatever. Let me be very clear. My record is very clear, and those things can be looked up and found. But the night that they killed Tukey Williams, I was asked to be on the Love and Spirit program with Kevin Nash. And I went on there and I told them, I felt like Tukey Williams should have be allowed to at least live out his days in jail. I said, because 2/3 of the New Testament was written by a man behind bars. A lot of people say, KJLH it's not in Compton, it's in Inglewood, just so you guys know. Charity, that's not in KJLH Compton, 102. We love you. Because I was over there. KJLH is the business. But anyway, let me talk about KJLH. Because when y'all say stuff like this, it triggers me. It makes me think of stuff. I said, I felt like Tukey could have lived his life in prison, and the Christians were called Christians, my fellow believers calling in, kill him, kill him, kill him. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, do you guys not realize how many men in the scripture God was able to turn their lives around? And see, this is another thing that we need to be as Christians. We need to have authentic conversations about. Can God still change a person's life? Yes. Can Dwayne Youngblood's life be changed? Can Dwayne Youngblood submit his life to the cross? Yes, absolutely. And can Dwayne Youngblood, change his life around? Absolutely. But based on his history and what he's done, we're not going to leave him with our children. We're not going to sit up in a class with him and let him try to teach us. What you gonna teach us? The only thing you can teach us, sir, is how to go to prison wearing an ankle bracelet for essaying children when you weren't even supposed to be doing that in the first place. That's the class you can teach. You need to teach all of the people coming out of prison what happened to you and how not to get themselves put in those positions. That's your class, sir. You're not teaching me nothing else. I wish a nigga would. What can you teach me? What you gonna teach me? I don't want to hear from you. You or Dr. Dingleberry. You think I want to live some people that had some alleged essaying activity? You think I'm going to sit my life and my family under your voice? And we supposed to listen to you? Negroes, please. Y'all better go somewhere. But what was I about to talk about? Bridget Hilliard. I got on another thing. I'm sorry. Let me go get my information. Obviously, Ivy Hilliard done filed for divorce against Bridget. The divorce was filed with the Harris County courts in Texas. The divorce was filed, you guys, on October the 2nd. So in October, right before Halloween, Ivy Hilliard said he didn't want any ghosts coming up near him, and he definitely didn't want Bridget the ghost coming back anywhere near his life. So he filed for divorce, which is huge, by the way, because normally the bishops don't like to file for the divorce. They like to let the wives do it so they can keep their ministry intact. So Ivan is really pissed off. He don't want to have nothing else to do with Bridget. He filed as the plaintiff, and Bridget Elaine Hilliard was the defendant. The case also states that the order was signed granting a temporary restraining order on October the 3rd. Bridget Elaine Hilliard shows on the docket as filing a counterclaim. She had a counterclaim on October the 11th of 2024 and on October 29th of 2024 and on the day before Halloween. The docket shows two separate entries showing order signed recusing the judge. So the judge recused himself. It looks like there might be a situation where there might have been a conflict of interest. So the judge was like, I'm out of here. I can't, handle this case. And when you've been on television and in ministry and these people are as big as they are, it's going to be very difficult, I think, for them to probably find a judge that'll be able to handle that case with Bridget and Ivy Hilliard. So that's going to be something to deal with as well. But I heard that the membership down there is dwindling down because they done handed the church over to their daughters. And people, it's funny to me how people just they can't take a woman preaching the word of God to them. I don't understand that either. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. With all the crap that's going on in these institutions and these folks is doing, and if you have a good woman pastor and a good woman preacher who can preach the word and do it in an exceptional manner, and I don't know because I've never listened to the daughter preach, so I don't know. She could be horrible, but I'm just saying, I don't understand about these dudes and then sometimes they be the women talking about you can't submit to a woman preacher. I don't understand that when women control everything in church. Women control everything. They on every committee. Ain't no men signing up for the kitchen committee. Ain't no man. We barely sign up for the groundskeeping committee. We ain't trying to mow the lawn at the church. We got to mow the lawn at the house. Then you want me to turn around and mow the lawn at the church too? No, y'all better call somebody and hire somebody to mow this here lawn. Unless pastors write me a check, I ain't coming out here to mow no lawn. Look, that's why we pay tithes and offerings. That's, and even though that's a whole nother matter too, because everybody's paying all this tithes and offerings and you ain't getting nothing in return with all this ethereal stuff. And then you get mad at me when I tell you tithe into somebody's life, pay a tithe into somebody's life, help somebody pay their light bill. That'll change somebody's life. Help somebody meet their mortgage payment this month. Sow into somebody's life in your family that's actually struggling to pay their bills. And see, won't God still bless you and do for you great things? What if you gave your 10% this week to somebody that actually needed it and could actually use it and put it to use in their own personal life? Wouldn't that be amazing? And believe it or not, that's how the church folk revolution grew so much, because all of the money from the Google AdSense checks that we were getting, we gave all that money away. From what I understand, all that money was given away. So you guys, you have to think about it differently. And I'm going to be honest with you. I want to get to the place on the Mad Church Disease channel where my cash apps, I can give them away. Like literally that you guys support the channel and you support the work that I'm doing. And the money that we raise, we can actually sow that money into other places and spaces. That's the God honest truth. I don't, because in a minute, I'm going to be back where I need to be with some things. And, you won't even hear me ask for a cash app. That's seriously. So I mean, this is an opportunity for all of us to be blessed. You understand what I'm saying? So don't even trip, because in a minute, I'm not even going to be asking. And then y'all going to be like, well, why don't you ask? And then people going to be plying into my business again, because believe it or not, I'm still paying taxes from 2007. So because my money is solidified and my money was earned. So ain't nobody going to tell me what I did and didn't do. Because y'all remember during COVID, everybody was talking about, oh, he said he got a PPP loan. Yes, I own a business. Of course I got a PPP loan because I own a business. And I did it legally. I wasn't over here doing what the rest of these people is doing. Y'all getting PPP loans, talking about y'all got 39 employees and don't have no 39 employees. And then you have to come online telling people, well, that's why I lied on that PPP loan, because I had to pay some of these bills. Anyway, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I would love to get to the place where these cash apps will come back to the people in the chat and the people who support the channel. I want to be able to give to you guys and sow those cash apps back to you guys. And that's just the truth. And my goal is, we're gonna have a moderator over here that's really gonna be my right hand person, and that I want to make sure that I'm able to sow into my moderators as well, because that's important. Because I just feel like all of these people supporting the content creator, yeah, that's great and that's wonderful, but the content creator should go get a job, and this should not be your only source of income. You should be building other things as well. I can do that. And that's what I do. And you guys will see in January. I'm going to share some stuff with you in January that we're working on. Hopefully I'll be done with it before the end of the month. Which is just the bottom line. They can get mad all they want to. And I don't talk about my business a lot over here because these people are evil. These folks are evil. I've never seen anything like it. Listen here. Tasha Global, at one point, I sit on the board of several different nonprofits and churches. One young man actually started calling one of the nonprofits that I work with and sit on the board with. And I mean, he was just doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And I said, I'm out here feeding people and helping people and giving school supplies to children and making sure that people have what they need in my local city and working with my mayor and working with the people in my city. How dare you do something like that? Because you down there don't have nothing better to do, no job, taking your motorcycle apart 12,000 times trying to put it back together again. And you're going to come over here and try to mess up what I got. But these are grown people. Grown people. Grown people. I'm just saying. But that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. Blew me out of the water, and I had no expectation to think that those folks would do something like that. But it totally shocked me. It left me speechless, you all. And that's the God's honest truth. It left me speechless. I didn't even know what to do or say after that. I was like, okay. And then what really put me in the mind frame of, okay, this stuff has to stop too. I'm feeding people. I'm actually supplying school supplies to children who needed those things. And I was like, I can't have these people doing this stuff where I'm trying to help children and help people and do stuff. And these people are coming over here doing this kind of stuff. I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. You hate me so bad that you don't want to see old people, fed. Because we had a food bank. We still do a lot of stuff. Got a food bank and got all this other stuff. And you would literally call a place that I sit on the board. Now, of course, they didn't do anything because they know me and they know my character. So they're not going to do, but it was just like, and we would sit back and listen. Some of them, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. Y'all would not believe the stuff that I've had to deal with over these last couple of years. But it is what it is. But I really do appreciate you guys. I wanted to give you guys that update. I'm going to make another video coming up here soon about Ivy Hilliard, and we're going to go into that a little bit more because I want to talk about that. I'm going to pull down the documents for that. And I'm also going to pull down some other documents as well. I'm not going to say which ones they are. I'm going to have my research team pull these documents down, and I'm going to get those documents. And then we're going to have a time talking about a couple of preachers that have been in court. And I want to talk to you about some of the things that have happened to them. And we're going to deal with this. And what's the point of giving you this information? Here's the point. Protect your family. Protect yourself. Understand what spiritual abuse is. Understand what people who are taking advantage of you are, in you trying to use the name of God to take advantage of you. That's what we do over here at the Mad Church Disease channel. We don't do beefing. That's not what we do. We'd help you understand spiritual abuse. We help you understand the signs of spiritual abuse, what it is, and we talk about your raggedy church and your raggedy pastor. If you don't like it, it is what it is. This is not a church show. This is a show about church. Put that in your hearing. Understand that. And here come Daryl talking about protect your bread basket, Father and the God. Yes, protect your bread basket, Daryl. And you should be protecting your bread basket. I'm just saying, because these folks is something else. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I love and appreciate every single one of you. Listen, let me send this out to Dr. Dingleberry. Dr. Dingleberry, you cannot distract me. You cannot send anyone after me thinking that that's going to distract me or get me stressed out or worried. Those days are over. I'm going to perform my work. I'm going to do my work to the best of my ability. I'm going to make sure that the individuals who support my channel will know that their money is going to good use. I'm not going out to dinner with your money. I'm paying for the stuff that is required to be paid for over here on this channel to run my channel and to run the stuff that I need to do. That's the other thing. The other thing I want to say is, Dr. Dingleberry, you can run, but you just cannot hide from your own statement, sir. You said these things, and we have a right to talk about them in a public place and space so that we can deal with them, you can deal with them, and the rest can be history. And to all of these other people that's, saying all of this other crazy stuff, I'm not going to pay you any attention. You're going to be able to talk about me until Jesus actually comes. And I just do not care. And in the words of Joe Clark, and that's why I threw those bastards out. And that's all I'm going to say about it.